pay attention to. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can watch my hand draw. I'm reading some of the comments. So anyway, I'm in my studio, and I'm going to be drawing here at my table. So I'm going to turn you around. The issue I want to draw about today is has been in the news for a while, but not enough. And where's my brush that I want to use? There it is. I'm going to look at your comments a little bit. Hello from Los Angeles, Pablo. Hi, Mark Goldman from LA also. I'm in New York State, just above the city a little bit. So this issue has been in the news since April 22nd. This woman, private first class, Army private first class, Vanessa Guillen, went missing. I'm going to try to do a drawing of her. She went missing April 22nd, and just a few days ago, I believe, or a week ago or so, her remains were found. And right before they found the remains, so I have to concentrate while I'm talking. I never drawn a hat like this. She right before she went missing, she reported to her family and her lawyer, I believe, or family at least, that she was being sexually harassed, and then she went missing. And I like to do drawings of people. I'm not a caricaturist, but I do like to draw attention to certain issues by drawing them. And whoa, almost dropped that on there. And this is one that really needs attention. Now I'm going to do some painting. So they found they found a suspect and began the process of accusing him, and then he committed suicide. But within 24 hours of them finding the body. Also, his girlfriend was accused of. Let's see what I'm doing on this palette here. Girlfriend is accused of being an accomplice, but he's dead. The man that was accused at first. He was also in the Army, and he apparently was with Vanessa right before she died. And apparently the story is I hope this is going to dry. Okay. The story is he killed her, and then he and his girlfriend dismembered her body. I'm trying to get a little more color in this skin tone. So the Army's not saying anything about the sexual harassment. They're not commenting on that at this point. But we all know that there's a lot of sexual harassment in the Army and the Navy. This happened at Fort Hood in Texas. So you can see it's already bleeding over there, but I'll let it alone. A lot of sexual harassment in the military. And apparently she reported it to her superiors. And then this happened. So we need to keep an eye on this case. keep the pressure on for the military to investigate her murder and the notion that she was probably sexually harassed. Cannot continue. Sorry, I was out of frame there. Sorry about that. I like to draw portraits of people, impressions of people, to try to bring attention to them. It's bleeding, so I can't really add the needed camouflage colors, but I will do it in a bit. So Vanessa Guillen, private, first class. Vanessa. Sure I spelled it. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see if I can communicate with you. Good to see you again, Brett Walker. Hello from Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello, Ellie. Hope you're being safe and wearing your mask. Somebody from Philadelphia, Emily. Tulsa. Wow, a lot of from all over the place. It's great. Boston, Chloe. Hi. Mark says, how horrible. I had not heard about this. Yeah, it's really. I mean, how many of these cases have we not heard about, you know? That's also what I worry about. Pablo says two suspects, yes. I believe one committed suicide. That's correct. The man committed suicide and his girlfriend is being questioned. I don't know if she's been arrested yet. The story is so heartbreaking. It is. Mark wants to know what happens to your drawings after you're finished. They go in my drawer. And I post them. I'll post them on social media. And I post them on my Medium column and usually write about it. So this is the palette that I was working with. And there's some sketches I did of her and another drawing I did on Instagram earlier. These are some of my pens. But I do try to draw about women's rights a lot. And sometimes a cartoon can bring attention to an issue in a way that an article will bring attention, but not as immediately and not as often. I think people will look at a cartoon probably before they'll look at an article. So anyway, that's really all I have to say. I'll show you where I put a lot of my drawings. The flat file over here. And I've been doing this live drawing thing since the pandemic began. At the end of March is when I started, and I do drawings about masks. This one is about just people giving away free masks. And the drawing I did, has no caption to it or no real idea, but I did it live, and it's talking about the early days of the pandemic when there were people on the front lines, and some of those people were subway workers. Then I did the other day, I did this on Haps, I don't remember, a drawing about Trump and his use of Twitter as a divisive tool. So these are actually all the drawings I did in the last 2 months or so. And my scanner. I did a drawing about, I did a lot of drawings about Black Lives Matter. I did one about Pride. And this is one I did about just a sketch. I was trying to get Trump right at one point. So anyway, this is my studio. such as it is. And I will do this again, I'm sure. Hope you guys are well. A lot of news today. Couldn't decide what to draw about. Supreme Court decisions. Trump having to have his papers, his financial records examined. So I'm going to turn you around and say goodbye. So anyway, that's it for today. Live drawing about Private Vanessa Guillen, who's been murdered and probably was sexually harassed and reported it, and that's why she was murdered. We can only just, guess. We don't know the details yet, but that's what her family believes. Question Brett asks, do you ever draw these just to deal your own emotions about a subject? Yeah, I do. I mean, this is helpful to me to draw someone who's been murdered like this, and to draw about Black Lives Matter, to draw about the protests, to draw about the healthcare workers on the front lines. It's a way to talk about them and think about them and honor them, and I love doing it. So I'll see you guys soon. I think tomorrow. So take care.